I'm very pleased to announce this year's recipient of the Spirit of John Howard Award. This award recognizes individuals or groups who make a major contribution to the young people we serve, our communities, and the John Howard Society of North Island. A Campbell River family has forged a special relationship with the John Howard Society of North Island that spans decades. 4 members of the Havelaar family have had volunteer or staff roles, starting with the father, Justice, serving on the board of directors in the 1980s. He recalled Paul Barnett asking him to join the board, and his teaching career and concern about the issue of youth justice made it a good fit. Justice served during a time of exciting change. Justice remembered, "It was fascinating watching the organization evolve. I was part of the board when the Snowden Center was embarked on, and that was both interesting and, as I thought at the time, a very useful initiative." With 3 of his children eventually gravitating towards the agency, Justice's personal relationship with John Howard has had many forms, and he has closely observed the changes over the years. I developed a continuing interest in and admiration for the progress and accomplishments of the John Howard Society of North Island, he explained. Justice and his wife Sandy have been long-term donors to the society. Daughter Enid became the next Havelaar to get involved in 2004 as an accreditation assistant. When looking back on her time with John Howard, Enid said, "My work wasn't always exciting, and yet I loved it there. I worked with the most wonderful and caring staff, learned a lot about our community, and felt really safe and welcome. I felt really proud to work at a place that had such a positive impact on youth in the community. I learned a lot of useful skills that I took with me. For example, I am a pretty solid editor and formatter. All those policies and procedures needed to look sharp and make sense. More importantly, I'm sure my time at John Howard influenced not only my decision to become a teacher, but also the way I choose to do my job today." Enid's work influenced her sister, Robin, who joined the agency for the summers of 2006 to 2009, and then stayed on for a year until starting law school in 2010. Robin valued her experience and the agency culture. "I loved working for John Howard. It was my first real introduction to the social services community in Campbell River, and I wholeheartedly believed in what the society was doing. My managers were great, my co-workers were happy, and John Howard was growing in exciting ways." When Robin returned to Campbell River in 2016, she became a KidStart mentor. KidStart is such a great example of the type of low-cost, high-impact programming that it is possible to achieve through a well-run organization, and I am so pleased to be part of it. Following his dad and sisters, Jay, another lawyer, became the latest Havelaar to enter the John Howard fold. He was recruited to join the board of directors in 2012 when he moved back to Campbell River. Then he became president in 2020. I must confess that I knew almost nothing about what John Howard actually did, despite having heard about it for my whole life because of my father's and my sister's involvement. But I had an interest in criminal justice, having practiced mainly as a prosecutor in my career to that point. And I had a particular interest in youth in the criminal justice system, having seen examples in my career of the system failing youth, but also examples where the system had a positive impact. Being on the board seemed like a good way to put some energy in support of youth programming. Jay became president after the passing of long-time board member Terry Moist. I was particularly grateful to get to know Terry in a different context than I had known him previously. In this context, I was able to see what a skilled communicator Terry was, and how his ability to connect with people made him a very effective board president. In fact, it was Terry Moist who requested, about a year before he died, that the Havelaar family, should be the recipient of the Spirit of John Howard Award. So this year, in honour of Terry's wishes, and to recognise the nearly 40 years of Havelaar family support for the John Howard Society of North Island, we would like to present the Spirit of John Howard Award to this family. As President, Jay is here to chair the annual general meeting, so I will ask him to accept this award on behalf of his larger family. Thank you, Jay, and your family for all that you have done for John Howard.